Hi there, students. In this video, we're going to be learning about advertising. So, we're going to be advertising detectives today. So, make sure you put on your Sherlock Holmes detective hat. There are many different ways that advertisers can try and persuade us, get our attention, and try and convince us to believe their opinion or purchase their product. So here's some of the things that advertisers use. So they focus on the setting, they focus on what they're trying to advertise, and they focus on who they're trying to advertise to. So let's go first of all into the setting. So they want to know what can they use if they're going to be taking photos of whatever product they're wanting to sell. They wanting to see, well, if we're wanting to maybe, as this example here, if we're wanting to sell this new program that does all the kids' homework for them, then maybe the setting is going to be making it look like an office setup. So they have a desk, they have some chairs, they have some nice things in the photo frame. They also want to be thinking of the lighting. So you want to think of what your product is to then decide how much light. So if it's meant to be something really creative, you want it to be very bright, lots of light colors. If you're wanting something to be kind of edgy or cool, then you're going to have a lot of dark colors. If you're wanting to sell a new watch, you'd use lots of dark colors, and you want it to be neon lights in the city to make it feel very hip. So there's also things that you want to be not including in your photo. So you want to make it look as professional as possible, and you might need to edit the photos. You're also wanting to be thinking of, can you include any people in it? Maybe you might have seen lots of ads where people are laughing when they are using the product. They want to make it seem very enjoyable and joyous. The last thing is you want to be thinking of who you're advertising to. What's going to make them convinced that your product is good for their lives? So here's some strategies that they use in advertising. So we have celebrity endorsements. So I'm sure you've seen the ads on TV with George Clooney trying to sell some Nespresso coffee, and he'll make it sound like it's the best coffee in the world. And as a coffee drinker, I can tell you Nespresso is a 2 out of 10. It's okay, but definitely not worth a celebrity talking to me every day on the TV about it. Sometimes a strategy is being funny. So next week we're going to watch a bunch of funny ads and see how that humor can help people be more convinced. We're also going to look at um, how either it's something that everyone's doing, or it's something that makes you special for doing it. So we have individuality. So if they have, I don't know, an ad about Coke, often you see big groups of people. There might be 30 people or a bunch of people all hanging out on the top of their car bonnet drinking their Coke, and it makes you feel cool. If you drink Coke, you're going to be like one of the crowd, one of the popular kids. Or maybe the ad's different and saying, "Oh, if you have our special soft drink, you're gonna be the different to everyone else. Everyone drinks Coke. You should drink ours instead and be the individual person." So that's similar to the bandwagon approach. We have comparisons. So Apple computers and Microsoft computers, they often, maybe not in the recent years, but they often had ads where they would make fun of the other computer or phone and make the other one seem worse than it actually is. Um, and we have emotions. So we'll be going through that a lot this term in our writing subject. So I'll leave that for that. And then our final one is, what kind of words could you use that might trigger something in someone's mind? So I've got the word here, glitter, because glitter is thinking, making when I ever hear of the word glitter, I think of something fancy or I think of something that's expensive, even if it's actually not. So what's some certain words that people will associate with something? So here's the challenge. What I want you to do is either on a piece of paper or on your computer, design a soft drink can for a new bubblegum flavored drink. So you're going to need to answer these questions as you're thinking about how you want to design it. So who are you selling it to? You wanting to sell it to high school kids? If you wanted to, maybe have a think of how have they advertised the soft drink Prime at the moment, the energy drink, because a lot of people are talking about that. They've done very good advertisement because of celebrity endorsement with different YouTubers talking about it. Gets people excited, even if it doesn't taste very good or it's not good for your health. The advertising's done very well. You want to be thinking, what's your name? Can you have something catchy? Are you going to rhyme it with bubblegum? Or are you going to have it something to do with the color pink or purple because of that's normally the color of bubblegum? Or are you going to go with something wild? You want to think of how you're going to persuade your audience, and you want to think of what colors and what pictures, or how big I want the font, what font to use. How am I going to make it eye catching? You want to make sure if someone sees it from the other side of the supermarket, they instantly can spot your drink and want it. You don't want it to be something where there's just too much there and people are just going to go next and not look at it. So I'm going to quickly show you a way you can create one using your computer. Okay, so we are on our homework website, and as you can see in the instructions, I've got these two links here that you could use that go to Canva. So I'm going to click on one of them, and you can have a look at either. And here's one of the options. Or if I click on the other link, here's the other one. I might stick with this one. So I'm going to click on customize this template, and it will then open up our design. So if you're wanting to change the colors of the soft drink because maybe you want it to be pink, you can click on the can and then go to edit photo. And then you might see some different settings. If I go to filters and click see all, I can scroll down and see if there's anything that I like. You can even click on the arrow and see if there's any other options. Click on that and you can change the colors. I'm not sure if you can change it to any color if you're not happy with some sort of tint of blue. Then maybe find another template. And then obviously I want to double click on here and change it to my company drink. I'm going to call it blue. So then instead of energy drink, it's a soft drink. And then I might edit the writing and try and think of some persuasive things to write, change the name of the website. Maybe I'll put in a little, maybe I'll delete this and maybe try and copy and paste whatever I design here down here again. So it's a little smaller version. And when I'm finished, don't forget to rename your thing. If you want it to be saved, you'll need to make an account. And when I hit share, one thing you could do is change the sharing settings to anyone with a link, and then you can copy the link and upload it here as a text response and just pop the link in here. So if I actually already pressed it, didn't I? So, oh, no, I didn't. Copy link and paste. And that's a wonderful way of doing it. All the best.